It's really weird. I just filled it up. Why isn't anything coming out? Alrighty, well, with further diagnostics, we discovered it's the windshield washer full of the reservoir tank that is cracked. Just from being old and brittle, you know, they wear out over time and crack. No biggie, fairly cheap to replace, and not too hard, just a little hidden. We're gonna move this bar out of the way. So to do that, we're gonna remove this 10mm bolt, and then this one we're just gonna loosen, tuck it away. Then we'll remove our battery and the whole battery tray. So I'm gonna get a jump start on that, and then I'll catch back up with you in a minute. Push that one out of the way. That's that. Get your 8mm to loosen the battery terminals. Pull that off, and then we're gonna get the little battery hold down bolt way down in their neck. You'll want a 13mm socket and a nice long extension for your battery hold down bolt. Then once your battery's out, you got 7 10mm bolts holding your battery tray down. Go and get those out. Spray with WD-40 or PB blaster if you feel needed. Okay, once your battery tray is out, you got one bolt up here holding the tank in, right there. One 10mm. You come down here. Yeah, there's supposed to be two push pins that mount up to the reservoir, but I just have the zip tie in mine. I found it that way. And then you got one more pin down under here. And see, it's supposed to be right in that one too. So we'll snip that zip tie. Then you got one more 10mm bolt right there. So we'll get that out and then swap the new part in. Alright, we got our last bolt out. Go ahead and unplug the electrical connector here. Let this thing just pop right up. I'll do one-handed. There we go. I'll pull that up top and compare the new part, make sure we got the right one. Stand correct, there's actually one more plug in there, right there. And then you just slide it on down. We still had a little bit in there. Yep, looks good to me. They look the same size. The other thing too you should do when doing this is go ahead and clean out around where the battery tray sits at. Look how dirty that is. So I got the air gun, got the air compressor running there. Once that builds up, and get a quick blowout, and we're getting the new part thrown in. All right, we're just about there. Now, this is all just the exact opposite of the way you took it apart. Remember, you got the one bolt up here, right there, then the one on the bottom, and then your push pins, or if you're like me, you would zip ties hold it in. So what I'll do is probably throw the zip tie back in and say tomorrow I'll get the parts store, get the proper push pin, and probably stay like that for months. You know how that goes. So okay, we're pretty much good to go now. I'm just gonna button these back up. I gave the battery tray a little bit of cleaning, just sprayed down some brake clean, squirted the bolts in WD-40, as well as the threads, so they'll go back in nicely. Then we'll get the battery pot back in and see how she works. Use that swivel to sneak into tight spots. Yeah, get a drill with a 1/4-inch extension adapter for the socket. It's definitely a good investment. Speeds the process up. All right, now for the moment truth. We got our battery all mounted back down, everything all securely bolted up. Washer fluid almost topped off. Didn't have quite enough to get a full tank because it was empty, obviously. But see how it goes now. Moment of truth. Perfect. All right, not bad.